So, Paula, do you want to tell us a bit about your experience working with Urban Synergy and the types of programmes that your school has undertaken?
Right, I started working with mentoring programs 5 years ago. We haven't got a selective school. We take in students of all different academic abilities. It was a failing school when we took it over. When I started working, it was a merger of two failing schools, a failing primary and a failing secondary. Audrey and Christopher were our first ones that started in 2007. And we took on the boys. Most of the boys in year 8, 9, 10 and 11 were boys that were at high risk of becoming the sort of boys that Courtney Griffiths QC was talking about, the sort of boys that were going to end up in trouble. We knew we had to do something. How do you do it? You have to raise that aspiration. How do you raise aspiration? By giving them example. Actions speak louder than words.
Mm-hmm. So do you want to tell us some of the notable differences that you have seen with students that have undergone some of the programmes?
I'm going to pass over to Christopher now, and Christopher won't mind me saying this, but Christopher literally beat up anything that was in his path. And I literally had him on lockdown in the careers office. It was the only way that I could stop him from being excluded. We had to find a way to get Christopher into his entrepreneurial ways, but to channel them into a good source. Because as Courtney said, he was intelligent and he was bright. He was amazing. And I could see that, but it was trying to get him to see that. It was giving him an opportunity. But back then, work experience was a week in Savers. You know, all of a sudden, to give a child the opportunity to come into the city, to dress up in a suit, their mental psyche changes completely. Okay? Our boys, I'm a careers manager. They come to me, they want to do law, they want to do engineering, and they want to do medicine. But do they know? You say to them, what sort of engineer do you want to be? An engineer. But what sort of engineer? They have got no idea. How can they know if they've never been exposed? If you have professional parents, you can open up those opportunities. But who opens up the opportunities for these guys? I'm also a parent who's benefited from Urban Synergy. I'm the first one born here in this country. My parents didn't know anyone. I sat on 5 languages for 30 years because I didn't know what to do with them, because no one ever spoke to me, no one ever gave me an avenue. And that's the difference now. These guys, they're not aspiring only to go into big trades, but they're aspiring to go into Oxford and Cambridge. You know, one of our students has got an internship, paid internship in the summer, but also into the Cambridge Law School in the summer, and all through initiatives like this.